Good day and welcome to the channel. In this short video, we're going to explain and fully explore patching Windows computers in the modern era. What got me to thinking about this was an article I read that was titled, "You're Patching the Wrong Way." And it got me to thinking about how we handle security today and how I have seen so many times, even IT professionals return machines to clients or issue new machines to clients or even work on their own home machines that are far from fully patched. I mean, back in the day, you could simply go to Windows Update, run check for updates, and as long as you had that little checkbox that said look for other Microsoft products, you're probably going to be in good shape. I mean, I've been doing this since the 80s, and that's a lot of what happened back in the day. But today, if you rely on that, you're in trouble. The hackers that are out there today aren't kidding, and they will find the vulnerabilities in your system and come after you. In particular, Microsoft has changed the architecture of how they handle Windows updates, and you really need to understand it. Fortunately, it's not rocket science, but there are 8 places you need to run updates. Most of them are automated. You just have to kick them off. So today, let's put an end to this half-baked security. This is the definitive, complete, step-by-step process to patch a Windows computer. Let's get to it. First place to start is with the old Windows update. So in this Windows 11 box, I'm simply going to right click on the start button and select settings and then click on Windows Update and look at all of these updates. So I'll select install. In your case, you may have check for updates. So you should click that and, check for updates. However, this is only going to check for patches for your baseline operating system. Microsoft has removed an awful lot of products and even features from Windows Update. These are the big patches. So let's get to the second place that you need to look. Scroll down as we just did, click Advanced Options, and make sure Receive Updates for other Microsoft products is turned on. Now, you might be aware that Microsoft has removed Microsoft Office and Teams and a bunch of other updates from the usual Windows Update process. They are updated through a completely different methodology now. So if that's the case, what does this receive updates from other Microsoft products actually get you? SQL Server, developer tools, but most importantly for the average person, .NET updates. .NET is an extension to Windows that a lot of software relies on, and you really need to be running the most patched .NET versions. That's what this gets you. The third place to look for updates is under Optional Updates. This is where an awful lot of drivers go. Expand that, and I would select everything in here that doesn't have the word preview on it. So often you will see preview of next month's patches in here. I wouldn't worry about those, but I would take every single driver update you can get. Select download and install, and this list just keeps getting longer and longer. Now keep in mind, this particular machine came from an IT pro that had patched it about 2 months ago. This is really unacceptable how bad and how outdated this thing is. So let these updates run and go to the next place, which is the Microsoft Store. And you might say, I don't get anything from the store. I never use the Microsoft Store. Well, your system does. What's happened is Microsoft has pulled a lot of small updates that don't require a system reboot, and they've put them into the Microsoft Store. And if you don't believe me, let's just take a look at what you actually have in the store. Let's see what's in this one. I'm going to click the library at the bottom left. These are all of the apps that I have eligible to be installed here. And you'll see a whole lot of them have things like system components. What is that? Yeah, that's what used to be included in Windows Update and isn't anymore. These are smaller updates that get released whenever Microsoft decides to release them, and they don't get released on Patch Tuesdays. They get released whenever. So it's really important to patch these. Now let's go to Downloads and select Check for Updates. And if you've never been in here or you haven't checked in a long time, this could take a minute. So take a look at this. There's not any part of your computer that the store isn't touching. You need to check the store. And you can see this one had never been checked before. There are 50 patches. I'm going to select Update All. So in addition to all those system components, there's important apps that you actually use, like the Windows camera or the calculator or Notepad. Let's just take a look at what else is in here. Yeah, this is all important stuff. Well, with a few exceptions, I personally don't have any use for the Xbox stuff, but lots of people do. And you might not recognize some of these things like HEVC video extensions. What is that? Well, this is a Windows computer. We have a whole separate video on this, by the way. But if you have an Apple phone and you're taking pictures, yeah, it's being taken in a high efficiency format for pictures. And if you'd like to open them on your computer, on your Windows 11 computer, and view them or modify them, you need this, the HEVC video extensions. And I love Phone Link. We have a video on this as well, how to set it up. This lets you take your Windows or Apple phone and link it straight to your Windows computers. So you can control your phone from your Windows computer. You might think, well, why would I want to do that? Well, texting. I've got my phone sitting down below charging or something, but I get a text. Well, how do I handle that? Well, I can just bring it up on the computer here and just type a reply. I can drag and drop files. It's really cool. I can copy paste between the two. Feature I use all the time. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. So just let this run. This is going to take a while as well. The fifth place to look is in Microsoft Office. Now, back in the day, Microsoft Office apps used to get updated through Windows Update. They don't anymore. They have a completely separate methodology for updating. They come out on a different frequency as well. So just launch any of the products. In this case, I'll just launch Excel. Then click File in the top left-hand corner and go down to Account and look at your update options here. Typically, it's set to updates are automatically downloaded and installed. And this works much smoother than the old Windows Update method. Here's the problem. I was on a machine last week at a client site. I have no idea how it happened, but it was set to disable updates. That's not good. While we're here, we'll just force it to check for an update, although this one's probably current. So let that run. Oh, there are updates. It's pulling them down right now. The sixth place to look for updates, Microsoft Teams. Now that's assuming you have Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams, again, patches through a different process. So go to your Teams, go to the three dots in the top right-hand corner and select Settings, then go to About Teams at the bottom left. And under Version here, you will see I have an early release version because I'm always running on betas. You may want to force the update. So I'm going to select Update Now and we'll get that one done. And you can see these are all running independently of each other. The Microsoft Windows update, the Teams update, the Microsoft Office update, the store updates, and hopefully you can see the value in each one of them. Now the next place to look is any third-party software you have, like Google Chrome or Acrobat or, well, even Microsoft Edge. Again, updates with a different methodology. So if here I've launched Microsoft Edge, but it's the same for Chrome or Firefox, click the three dots in the top right-hand corner, select Help and Feedback, and select About Microsoft Edge. And you can see it will automatically kick off an update. It's the same thing for Opera. Most of these browsers will do this automatically. And you can see there's an update. So just let that run. And you want to do that with any of your pieces of software. Things like Chrome, they're supposed to be updated automatically. Yeah, not always. They just don't. Edge just doesn't always do it. Remember that this machine was given to me by an IT pro who was supposed to have patched it. He did not do a good job. I can only imagine how badly run his home computers are. Anything you're using from Zoom to Photoshop, launch it, go into Help and About or Help and Check for updates. Just get the products updated as best you can. And the last place to look is the hardware manufacturer. Now, often the hardware manufacturers like HP, Dell, Asus will provide updates to Microsoft and they'll get pushed through Windows Update, but that is far from always the case. So for instance, if you have a video card from AMD or NVIDIA, yeah, you are really going to want to check their updates manually. In my case, this is a simple a Dell laptop. So I'm going to go to dell.ca, dell.com for a lot of people if you're in the States. Click on Support, go to Drivers and Downloads. And if you scroll down a bit, you can either put in basically the serial number of the machine, or you can have it automatically find the machine, and it will also check to tell you what's been updated and what hasn't. So you're not guessing. Lenovo, HP, all of these guys have similar tech. In this Dell case, I'm going to select Detect this PC automatically. And it may ask me to install a little piece of software to do that check. I don't know whether that's on this machine or not. Yep, it found it. Yay. And in this case, I'll just select Scan for Updates, and it'll find what I don't already have. Now, normally I wouldn't do this until I'd completed all of the Windows updates because some of the drivers that it finds might be included in the Windows Update. You can see there's a lot of these, including Dell Firmware. That's the BIOS. But I'm showing you this just so you know where it is. I will run the scan again after I have rebooted, and the Windows update has completed. But for now, let's see what it comes up with. The BIOS update, that was actually the same number that's in Windows Update. That's a good thing. All right, here's something I forgot about. This particular laptop I have connected to a dock, and it has an update for the dock driver. Let's go back and just check our other updates. Okay, the Microsoft Store has completed. I'm going to close that. Microsoft Store updates are done per person, not per machine, typically. So what that means is you'll need to run this for any other person that's logged in as well. Let's take a look at the Windows Update updates. Still a lot of pending installs here. Once all of these updates are done, you're still not done. You'll need to do a reboot and then run through your Windows updates again, check for the advanced options again and driver updates in particular. The store, Microsoft Office, MS365, Microsoft Teams, those will be finished. You don't need to check those again. However, Windows updates that we're seeing here, some of them are sequential. You can't get one without the other. So you'll have to check it again. And that goes as well for the driver and firmware updates from the manufacturer, in this case Dell. So go check them again. This video is the definitive list and process you need to go through to keep your machine up to date and protected from today's hackers. There's so many of them out there. They're aggressive. They don't care about you. And they are going to take advantage of every opportunity they can to screw you over. We all make mistakes clicking on things or giving out information we shouldn't from time to time. However, not having a patched machine is inexcusable. You really need to keep yourself protected by patching this stuff as soon as possible. At least every few months, go through this checklist of 8 items and make sure that everything is patched. So hey, if you found the video useful, big thumbs up would be super appreciated. Subscribe's also appreciated. But if you have any questions or concerns, you can always get a hold of us directly at www.urtech.ca, or you can leave a question or a comment below. And if we don't get back to you, somebody else will, because on YouTube, you know, everybody's got an opinion. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.